For fans of 90 Day, The Last Resort, Josh Weinstein is best known as the smooth-talking modeling agency owner who caught Natalie Mordovtseva's eye after her turbulent split from Mike Youngquist. But what many fans might not know is that long before Natalie entered the picture, Josh had already lived a full-on reality TV romance, and that woman still plays a huge role in his life. Josh was first introduced to 90 Day Fiance viewers when Natalie showed up in Season 2 of 90 Day, The Single Life, trying to start over in Florida. She was eager to find love again and made it pretty clear early on that she saw Josh as a potential fourth husband. But there was one major problem. Natalie was still legally married to Mike. Josh, not wanting to get tangled up in more drama than necessary, hesitated, and honestly, who could blame him? Even as they got closer, Josh never called Natalie his girlfriend. He kept her at arm's length, never invited her into his home, and wasn't quite ready to blend their lives together. Natalie, on the other hand, had stars in her eyes, and possibly dollar signs too. She leaned on Josh not just for emotional support, but financial help and career dreams. She hoped he'd be her ticket to Hollywood stardom. But between Natalie's unpredictable mood swings and her intense jealousy, Josh eventually pulled back. By the time they appeared together on The Last Resort Season 2, it was clear their relationship was hanging by a thread. A beautiful ex with a lifelong bond. The situation got even messier when Natalie met Candace Mishler, Josh's ex-wife and mother of his son Jet. Their first meeting played out on The Single Life Season 3. Josh had been upfront about how close he was with Candace, even mentioning that she'd invited them for a day out on her boat with Jet. It was all a little too cozy for Natalie, especially considering she was still legally married herself and had admitted she wasn't sure whether she'd choose Josh or Mike if it came down to it. Still, the meeting was inevitable and awkward. Natalie showed up in a simple black t-shirt, instantly regretting her outfit choice the moment she laid eyes on Candace. "She's so beautiful," Natalie confessed, clearly rattled. She even joked that Candace had shown up naked, referencing her bold choice of lake attire. Candace, for her part, handled it all with the cool confidence of someone who knows her place in Josh's life isn't going anywhere. She told producers that she and Josh had been married for 9 years and remained best friends post-divorce. "I still tell him I love him," she said casually, adding that people often assume they're still a couple. Candace also shared that she often weighs in on Josh's dating life. He values her opinion that much. And while she was seeing someone new, she wasn't shy about saying she'd get back together with Josh in a heartbeat if things didn't work out with Natalie. "I'm kind of waiting in the corner," she admitted in an interview with In Touch, predicting the breakup long before it happened. And let's just say she called it heartbreak and resilience. A father's worst nightmare. In early 2024, Josh faced something far more painful than any romantic drama. On February 4, his son Jet was in a devastating car accident while returning from a snowboarding trip in Flagstaff with his friend Jackson Elliott. Their car crashed into a guardrail on I-17 near Corda Junction. Jackson tragically died on the scene. Jet, who was reclining in the back seat, was critically injured when the guardrail pierced the car and impaled him. Doctors gave Jet just a 5% chance of survival. On top of that, they warned he might lose both of his legs. Josh took to Instagram to share the terrifying news, asking fans for prayers. What followed was nothing short of a miracle. Jet pulled through, though he ultimately lost his right leg. In the months since, his recovery journey has been both heartbreaking and inspiring. By April 2024, Jet had begun to embrace a new normal. His mom shared that he was back at the gym, grilling tri-tip, and even riding his razor, doing whatever he could to reclaim his life. He started physical therapy and was fitted with a prosthetic leg. On May 15, 2024, Josh marked a huge milestone, 100 days since the accident. Jet now walks with his prosthetic and continues to make incredible progress every day. Who is Candace really? So who exactly is this woman who seems to always be in Josh's orbit? Reality TV fans may recognize Candace from Naked and Afraid. She appeared in Season 15, Episode 6, Beauty and the Beasties, where she attempted to survive in Zambia's brutal wilderness. Unfortunately, the extreme conditions forced her to leave early, but that didn't stop her. In 2023, She returned for Naked and Afraid, Castaways, pushing herself once again, until a severe bacterial infection cut her journey short after 8 grueling days. Despite not finishing either challenge, Candace has become something of a symbol of resilience herself. She's open about the toll these experiences took on her, both physically and mentally, and uses her story to inspire others. Whether it's through outdoor challenges or survival training, she's determined to grow and evolve, and she's not afraid to do it in front of the cameras. What's next for Josh? As of now, Josh and Natalie are no longer together. Their relationship unraveled under the weight of unmet expectations, emotional disconnect, and let's be honest, a whole lot of baggage. Natalie is chasing her dreams elsewhere, and Josh is focusing on what matters most: his son's recovery, his family, and maybe, just maybe, his unbreakable bond with Candace. Whether or not Josh and Candace ever rekindle their romance remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: they're not just exes, they're a family. And sometimes that matters more than any new relationship, no matter how steamy the start.